What's up, everybody? Welcome back to BEARDEDATVers Shed Talk Week 5. While I'm here, if you can't see, here's my chickens. Hey, buddy. It's my rooster right there. It's my new one. Well, my recent one. The other one passed away recently. All right, so what we're really back here for is not to talk about roosters or chickens. Sound systems. But before I start, remember, like, subscribe, share, do whatever the heck you got to do. I had to print out a big page, man. I got 2 pages. I did a whole lot of research with this. Keep in mind, this is all Canadian pricing. This is mainly for people who are getting new into the sport, whatever. They want sound systems. They don't want to pay an arm and a leg. I did a little tiny bit of research. we got one chicken with me here. All right, what's up, Bella? Yeah, what's up, Bella? Hey, you're not camera shy. You want to go on the side by side? I think she wants to go for a ride. She clearly hasn't seen any of my videos. All right, so the first up, I'm gonna have it in the camera somewhere is here. What it looks like is the MTX MUD 6 SPBT. It's a 6-speaker system. It averages at $700 Canadian. That's quite up there. I couldn't really find any reviews for it, so I have nothing to talk about. I don't know anybody with most of these systems. This is just when I went and looking, I found that this was the most commonly bought and most commonly reviewed stuff. So these are no personal experiences. Nobody's paying me to say any of this. This is just stuff that I found out online. So the next one's going to be a Pro Armor AU something or another. It's a 4-speaker system. I'm going to put up the whole model number up on the page here. It's a $300 sound system. It's able to have an external amplifier, Bluetooth, or a 3.5mm jack for your phone or your tablet, whatever the heck you got going on that you want to use. Or if you're really old school, one of those old iPods. It's not so great sound at max volume. I don't know how much wind is getting into my microphones here, but we're gonna do my best to keep that wind noise down. So not so best, sometimes hard to hear when riding in a group. Buttons, depending on if you're shipped with the model with white letters or not, will be hard to see. So white letters would be easier to see. The ones without don't have any white letters at all. It's for its price, it's well within the average Canadian's budget. Let's be honest, $300 isn't crazy, but it's enough. And the next model is the Boss. Whoa, losing you all over the place here. This wind is actually, it's 5 degrees out here right now. So the next is the Boss BRRC 14-inch 350 Canadian average, built-in dome light. Sound quality is great. No bass. I mean, it's a soundbar. You're never gonna expect bass out of a soundbar. High quality remote control options, which is nice to have, you know, so you're not trying to reach up and push buttons and stuff like that. It's just right there in front of you. The reviews online are either hit or miss. There's no determined. Maybe the ones with the misses are people who have either one that was crappily built, or it's quite possible that they just are not sure what they're doing with it. Because let's face it, not everybody is very tech savvy on stuff. And remember, don't ever wire these things direct to power at all times. It will just drain your battery, fully drain your battery. When I was reading through a lot of the reviews, that was people's issues, that it was just kill their battery. When they're not putting on the accessory posts, they're just straight up leaving it on power 24/7. So when it's sitting idle for a month or so, because not everybody rides every weekend, that's what happens. Next up is the BRRC 27 530 average. Mounting is somewhat a pain in the butt as the nuts slide into the rail. Whoa, I almost fucking knocked you into my head. So the nuts slide into the rail. Has a built-in dome light as well. That seems to be the common thing with the Boss bars. Cool controller, sounds great even when up to speed cruising down the trail. And connections are a bit too what the hell did I write there? bit too fit in most machines built with hard to fit. You think I would have proofread this before I did anything? Hard to fit in most pre-drilled holes. So the next is the BRRC 34 585 Canadian. Same attributes as the other models. However, this one seems to have a few more poor reviews for some odd reason for it failing. Now, it could be installer issue, could be whatever, right? But for whatever reason, they seem to be failing. One guy said he left his machine out 24/7 for a full year and it quit after that. I mean, you're not really meant to stay outside all his whole life. Something else to consider, that the 34-inch bar is also quite excessively large and doesn't actually fit many machines, because you're 34 inches of your bar, but most inside roll cages like mine, the top of my roll cage is not actually 34 inches on the inside. It's a lot smaller, and that seems to be the common thing with most people, is a lot of people have that exact same thing. So unless you have something like a Defender or a Pioneer where you have a lot of room on the inside, it's not the same at all. So keep that in mind. The next is the Pyle PLTV5 something or another. It's 265 Canadian. These are 5.25 marine pods with a built-in amplifier, but it only uses an RCA cable to 3.5mm jack or a Bluetooth adapter. I run a Bluetooth adapter through RCAs for my system. I'll show you what mine is afterwards. It's not the end of the world. I actually personally enjoy it. I do not have this system. I made my own altogether. Reviews don't leave much together, but judging from what I know from car audio, and I've been doing it for quite a while with car audio and everything else like that, this would be more suited if you're a very slow driver, because it's not very loud. Your machine would have to be quite quiet, or whenever you're parked and you just want music, so that, you know, you're not blaring it so the whole world can hear, but it's so that you can, you know, enjoy yourself while you're just there talking with your friends and stuff. That's what it's basically for. Soundstorms Laboratories SB26, and the wind is blowing my paper away again. Average is 350. I try to find my stand. Now that you made it this far, I try to find my stand, and I guess I couldn't find the adapter to fit my GoPro. So this one interests me the most out of all the others, as I've never heard of this brand before. Before I decided to create this video, that is. It can be either hardwired, uses the auxiliary plug for your dash, or wherever it's mounted for your machine. It's larger than it says overall for 26 inches. It's apparently more like 28 or 29. Some people have a hard time mounting it on their rigs, so make sure that you do some proper measuring. At least you have 29 inches on the top of the inside of your cage, wherever the heck you're mounting it to. It's clear sounding, lacks bass, nothing like a full range 6.5 kind of speaker. It's just, it is what it is. It's a flat bar. It's little tiny speakers. It doesn't have much. Next is the Boss Audio MC900B 500 watt 4-channel amplifier. Requires marine pods, so this is more like what I'm running on mine. This is not my exact amp. I do have a Boss amp in my machine. It is not marine rated, but I can hide it and it's away from all the elements. That's $220 for the amp, for the marine amp, and then the pods are $150, which is the PLMR 65s. So you're still up into the $370 range if you don't do any sort of extra looking. Remember, this is just what I found off Amazon and all the local Canadian websites that I could check. So I have that in mind. So there's the pods. Now it's gonna be a little harder to see my amplifier because I've got a bunch of other junk in there, but here's my amplifier right in there. This is my Bluetooth audio adapter. You just turn it on or off whenever the heck you want. It lasts, I think it's like 12 hours throughout the whole day, and takes 2 hours to fully charge. It's not the end of the world. It's actually quite convenient. I really enjoy it. Let me know whatever you guys are interested in, if any of this actually helps you look for anything, because I mean, I know we all need some help looking for stuff sometimes. So keep me up to date and let me know what you guys think. Yeah, it's still dirty. I went out again last night. I was gonna wash it today because it was supposed to be 15 degrees today from when I looked earlier this week, and then it's 5. I don't know what to say. It's too cold, man. It's too cold right now. But it's gonna warm up later this week, so I'll probably get that washed and then get it dirty, because that's what I like to do. I don't know where my chickens went. They're off wandering somewheres. Remember, like, subscribe, share it. Let me know if it helps. Let me know if there's anything else that you actually, if there's something that you're looking for sound system wise and you don't know, let me know. I'm really good at looking out for reviews, and it's fully unbiased opinions, man. I will not steer you towards something that I would not personally buy myself. So let me know. Enjoy.